The Prep and Print Flex just arrived. Let's crack it open and I'll show you how to set everything up. Open the box carefully. On the top, we've got the documents for your order, along with the manuals for the Samsung tablet, as well as the manual for the Prep and Print printer. There are also 2 laminated instruction sheets. We're going to be going through these steps today. Let's start by looking at the packing list. The orange sticker has your login credentials for the Flex app that's pre-installed on the Samsung tablet. We'll need this to set up the app later. The laminated sheets are meant to be kept as a reference for anyone later that needs a refresher course on how to either navigate the app or print labels. The Prep and Print has been packed with care to avoid damage during shipping. Let's get the printer out and ready to print. Once you get it out and get a look at it, you can decide where in your kitchen you want to put it. It needs to be in a food prep area, it needs to have a power source available for it, but it also needs to be away from water or heat that may damage the printer. The shelf can be mounted to a wall with the included hardware, but most people choose to leave it on a table surface. If you do mount it to a wall, just make sure it's in a location where it's not a safety hazard or it can be knocked off the wall. Carefully cut the zip tie that is holding the printer in place. We need to remove the cardboard surrounding the printer. Pull the printer out, but you need to hold on to the tablet because it's going to be top heavy and want to fall over. So you'll hold the printer right there and stabilize the shelf. Remove the cardboard, and then you can replace the printer. Carefully remove the zip tie from the power cord. Then we need to plug it into the wall. The tablet receives power through the printer, so now we can power up the Samsung tablet. The power switch is on the back of the printer. You can flip that on now. Find the power button on the side of the device and hold it down until you see the tablet turn on. Let's go ahead and get these labels installed into the printer. Use the blue tabs on the side of the printer to open the lid so we can install the labels. The spring-loaded label holder can be opened with one hand while you install the labels with the other. Make sure the core lines up with the spindles to secure the labels for printing. Then run the labels through the guides and close the lid. You'll need to leave 1 or 2 labels sticking out and then hit the feed button to align the labels. Now that the labels are aligned and in the printer, we're ready to set the tablet up. You can use the tablet in landscape or portrait mode. I prefer portrait mode, it's really just a personal preference for you. The tablet is probably asleep, so tap the middle button to wake it up. Swipe your finger across the screen to get to the home screen where the Flex app is located. Tap the Flex icon to launch the app. This is the login screen where we will use the information from the orange label. When you sign in, it will update the app with all of the data from the website to the tablet. The app logs out automatically at 3 a.m. Whenever the first employee arrives and logs in the morning, any new data from the website will download to the tablet. Every Prep and Print Flex has a reliable cellular connection that will download the data from the website to your tablet. Now that we're logged in, you'll see 3 options: print, sync, and settings. The sync option gives you the opportunity to manually sync the data from the website without waiting for the daily login. Settings won't be used unless you're on the phone with our technical service team. If you do need help like that, you can find our number on the front of the printer. The main button to use is the print button. Inside the print area are 3 different print options: labels, batches, and reprint. Let's select labels and you will see the food item list. You can select all items to see an alphabetical list of everything you have. If you go back, you can narrow it down to specific categories. You can also use the search function to help you find a food item directly. Let's find an item and print a label. We'll search for a food item and select one of the items to print. Once you have the food item selected, you will see a print preview of the label where you can input the quantity and your initials. Then hit print. Make sure you tear the labels up. If you tear them down, you could unalign the labels. Let's look at the batches option. Batches are used to print a variety of labels that you use every day. A batch would be a group of labels possibly used in morning prep or afternoon prep. At the end of the day, if you need to repan a prepped item into a smaller container, then you use the reprint function to reprint the label from earlier in the day so that you maintain the use-by information's integrity. It allows you to reprint the label with the same prep time, so it allows you to maintain the proper use-by date. Well, that's it. That's all there is to it. It's very easy to use, very intuitive. Enjoy your new Prep and Print Flex.